Hello.
Hello, and welcome
back.
back to Hazel and Marion. I'm Marion.
I'm Hazel.
And this is episode 5.
So as always, we're going to start with the We're Not Really Strangers card. Again, we're going to choose from the Friendship Edition.
Yes.
But Marion's choosing again today. So we're picking it out. What level are we going with?
Shall we try it too?
Sure.
Let's try it too. We're deep in. Anyway, we're 5 deep. Level 2 is under connection. It's called the categories connection.
Okay.
Oh, it's a wild card. That just means I had to do something. All right, let's try another one. What's the hardest part about making new friends for you?
Keeping new friends.
That's your answer already?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I'm pretty bubbly.
Yeah, you are.
I'm pretty approachable.
Yeah.
However, I can talk to anyone and we'll be friends on that day.
Yeah.
But to keep them as a friend afterwards.
Difficult.
So difficult.
I agree with you. I agree with that.
So that's why it's my answer. I have a lot of friends already and now I have to keep this new relationship going too. So I have to message them and plan things with them
and you both had to kind of just be okay with that.
Yes. And most of the time, because they're new friends, obviously the priority in my life is probably lower than my old friends. And I haven't established this deep rapport with them as yet.
Yeah.
So it's very hard to keep new friends. So I'll continue the
friendship
of the friendship
after 1 minute.
Yes. So what's your answer?
What's the hardest part about making new friends for me? I think it's very much the same because I can talk to someone that evening or at that event and then we'll probably add each other on social.
Yeah.
And then it's about, catching up again because that's really how your friendships is built as well. Being able to catch up again.
Yeah.
And then if you don't make time for that, then it's pointless. But also it's how do you as you said, how do you connect with another person, especially this late in the game?
Yeah, it's so true. I feel
making friends as an adult is really hard.
It's really difficult. I would love to get listener feedback on this if you struggle to also make friends as an adult. Because I know some of our listeners are internationals. So that's something they've had to do moving to Australia or another country. Start again and make new friends. And that's really difficult. I was just think of one of the girls I became friends with recently and we would go dancing together, salsa bachata. However, outside of that, we don't really talk. We don't really hang out.
Oh, yeah.
Or we'll hang out. It was her birthday on the weekend. And we'll catch up and say hi. And she invited me to her birthday drinks. But again, I haven't really been hey, let's catch up for dinner.
Yeah.
It's more oh, you want to dance this weekend? All right, let's dance. And
okay. Yeah. I think that's the same. You kind of have to be in the same environment over and over again.
Yeah. And it was a lot easier.
Work.
Yeah.
You can make friends at work.
Yeah, but are they really a friend outside of work? Going back to the other episode.
Yes, I think you can.
But that's situational friendships.
Yeah, it is situational friendship because you all go through the same trauma.
Yes, exactly. But then it's so much easier when you're younger because you have school to just put you in the...
Oh, yeah, that's also situational.
Yeah, situational. So, yeah, or sports.
Yeah.
That's another one.
Oh, yeah. I've always thought about doing a sports, but it's what am I going to do?
I don't like team sports.
Why?
I've never liked it. I'm a team player at work,
but not
in life, but not sports.
Not sports.
That's why I run. I don't have to rely on anyone else but myself, and I don't have to let anyone else down with my skills.
Oh my God. But isn't team sports just a hobby? I mean, you can turn it into a hobby. You don't have to be I can get Premier League.
I feel people can get really competitive about
definitely
things.
I reckon I could be.
Yeah, so I can be too, depending on the sport. But then for example, I got invited to try soccer, football, and I went to one of the trainings and I was I think I'm going to let this team down if I continue.
Oh my God.
So yeah, that's another thing. Sports is a good one. I can't think of any other. Clubs maybe.
You talking about a dancing club or a sports club?
An activity club.
Oh, okay. Isn't that a university kind of?
Not necessarily. My friends have. One of them is part of a book club. The other one's part of a book club. Horror movie club.
Interesting.
Again, I'm not a club person.
No, but also it's it feels book clubs and anything that requires you to do things, it's homework.
Yeah, I agree. So that's why I'm I don't think I can commit to this.
Yeah, because you have to commit to reading a book or reading a chapter of a book.
I
in a
can't even
certain
sit down and
time.
read. I need to have Audible now. So
Oh
I
my
can
God, are you
like
serious?
yeah, so I can walk around and do things at the same time. TikTok has ruined my brain and my attention span.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm still not on it.
It's
I mean, I
the
have
same
to
as
be.
Instagram Reels.
No, it's not. It's not.
Instagram Reels is just 2 weeks behind.
Yeah, but I feel like Instagram, like with Instagram Reels, it's pushed to you, but it's not the only content that app has. You get what I mean? It still has photos and
I mean, TikTok has
other
photos.
things.
It has photos now, but
Does
not not in like a you upload. It's sort of like it's a post, and then you can like swipe to see what the other photos in that post are.
Like a slide, like
an Instagram post kind of thing. Yeah.
Interesting. I don't know how I feel about that. Maybe it's time to check out
explain
TikTok.
this to you because you don't have TikTok, but yeah.
Yeah, because I am an adult.
But TikTok is the best. But yeah, so I don't know anything.
Speaking of, you can actually find us on TikTok.
Oh yes, sure.
At Hazel and Marion. So you want to ask our listeners what's the hardest part about making new friendships for them?
Yes.
Especially international ones?
Oh,
Do you mean like internationals like in another country, or internationals that came here?
In any country, anyone that's had to move to a different country.
Okay, so immigrants.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, okay.
Even people that are temporary
visas. Holiday visas.
Yeah. Working holiday visas. Yeah.
Visas. What's the other one? Relationship, partner visas. Any visas, we'll take it.
Okay, so with this episode, we'll start with going through some of our listener feedbacks from previous episodes. So we've got Desh, who left us a comment on episode 2, where we talked about things we learned about moving out.
Yeah.
Something that Desh learned was bills, 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 and breakfast for dinner is always allowed. I agree.
With all points?
Yeah, bills especially. I think it's easier for me because I live in a share house, so it doesn't hit me as hard with the bills. However, our electricity bill doubled in the last quarter, and that was shocking for me.
Turn off your lights.
Oh, mood lighting's already on, but I guess we must
stop charging the vibrators.
I know my housemates are listening to this one. Probably the heater's running.
Oh my God. Yeah, probably.
all night because all 3 of us are cold.
Yeah.
Breakfast for dinner is always allowed. I will also say yes to this. My housemate, her specialty is cooking scrambled eggs regardless of what meal it is. So she will come home for dinner. She'll be like, I'm hungry, and she'll cook scrambled eggs.
Does scrambled eggs still count as breakfast?
It's a breakfast dish usually. You eat it with sourdough and
oh yeah, that's true.
Eggs.
But,
I mean,
we're
bacon.
filler, so we kind of just ate eggs all the time.
That's true, but for non-Filipino cultures, it's like breakfast food. Or also, I guess cereal. She also does eat Wheat Bix, or I don't know Wheat Bix, just normal cereal. For dinner sometimes when she's having a girl
interesting. Dinner. I don't think I could ever eat Wheat Bix for dinner.
I feel like sometimes when you're just lazy and you're poor, this is the option.
I was lazy and poor.
And you still
no, I didn't cook. So instead I made salads for myself.
Oh yeah.
Literally a tuna salad out of cans.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just I definitely agree that you can have breakfast for dinner. I've never done it though in my life. The bills. I think I mentioned in the episode that's kind of given.
Yeah.
I didn't say it.
Yeah.
But I agree. It does. It's a shocker. Your first few months where you've never factored in having to pay for your electricity, your gas, your phone,
your water,
your internet, your water.
Yeah, your water.
Yeah, your water. Plus your rent, plus your insurance. What else do you have to pay for? Healthcare, car insurance, petrol.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, you're poor.
Yeah. Absolutely. I actually saw this meme earlier. It said something like, when I was young, I used to always ask my parents for McDonald's.
Yeah.
And then my parents would always be like, no, we don't have money. And I'd be like, no, but you're working. Now I understand.
Now you understand. How there's no money for Macca's.
Even when you're working.
I'm going to make a call.
Okay. I'm excited.
Because in episode 4, you talked about one of our listeners' feedback based on beige flags, and their feedback was, I think maybe over exercising, it takes up a lot of my time and I can't hang out with my friends as much. I hate skipping a workout.
Yes.
So you thought that was a beige. No, you thought that was a red flag. Right?
I said over-exercising could be a beige flag, but the part where he says that he can't hang out with his friends as much is a red flag. Because again, as a shift worker, I understand that life gets busy and things get in the way, but everyone can always find time for things that they prioritize and people they prioritize. So maybe your friends are just not a priority to you.
Hello?
Hello.
Hello. It's Hazel and Ryan.
Hi.
Is this listener two?
It's listener too.
Welcome to the podcast.
Welcome to the podcast. Thanks for chatting with us. I have a couple of questions, listener two.
Oh, wow, she's out. Okay.
Oh, already? Okay.
First, let me introduce listener two as Gab.
Hi, Gab.
Gabrielle. So I spoke to Gab and said, Hazel thinks you're a red flag and you should stop dating women for the rest of your life.
I didn't say the second part. I just said that you're a red flag. That part was a red flag.
But yeah, and Gab doesn't agree. So
okay.
Hazel, far away.
My first question, Gab, is how old are you?
Oh, I'm 22.
That explains everything to me.
I knew it. I knew that. Oh,
I'm like, I don't need any further. For the podcast sake, I will ask further questions. I already knew you would be under the age of 25.
wow.
Why is that?
Damn.
Because life experience hasn't happened yet.
Yeah.
I think when you're
she's not wrong.
Yeah, when you're in your early 20s, like, you have a lot of energy and you want to look hot all the time.
Oh, yeah.
And so, that's why you're at the gym and going play sports and bouldering and things like that. But then as you get older, you start to realize friendships are very important, especially when things are happening in your life.
This sounds so funny because it's like Gab is getting told off by his mum.
I'm only 7 years older than you.
Gab, do you want to defend yourself?
Yes.
Okay, before you defend yourself, can you please just give me a brief rundown of your week in terms of I don't know, your life, I guess, and where does exercise fit into this? Give me your timetables.
Like my whole week?
Yeah, just a brief overview of your week.
Yeah, but you got to include don't do it post-marathon. Do pre-marathon week.
Okay. So pre-marathon, I was training. So I have to go to uni Monday, Tuesday, and then I usually go to the gym in the evening with a friend. I'm just saying, I'll go with a friend, and I'd do some conditioning training and stretching, lots of stretching, obviously. Wednesday, I'd work all day and then have to run off to training from about 5 till 10.
Okay.
And then Thursdays, I'd run to the office in the morning, and then usually, if I could, I'd stretch in the evening. I'd go back to the gym again and then stretch after work and stuff after dinner.
Okay.
Do another light workout. Friday, work all day, and then go bouldering with some friends from work.
Okay.
Or, again, go back to the gym because I had to keep stretching and basically conditioning my body for this marathon. And then Saturday, I'd train. I do martial arts. That's Sunday. Saturday, I'd train all day, from about 10:30 till about 4-5-ish.
Okay.
Is when I'd get home. That's a martial arts, so I'm helping out with the kids' class, and then also doing the adult class and stuff in the afternoon.
Okay.
And Sunday would be my long run day.
Well, I don't think it's as bad because you actually do see your friends at bouldering and at the gym. I thought you would see no one.
Well, that's why I got him on the phone.
If you saw no friend during the week, and I'm like, okay, that's very bad. You need to start incorporating people in your life.
No, Gab sees more than just friends during the week, don't you, Gab?
Yeah. So
Wait, so
yeah,
again, that's just
I mean,
priority. So there's just other people you're prioritizing over your friends.
Yeah, people, activities.
Activities,
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah.
So
activities, cardio.
cardio,
Cardio,
oh yeah,
I
so
don't know,
because
sometimes.
because running is not enough cardio.
No. He needs the extra cardio, the real cardio.
So that's not too bad. Do you really also like you don't need to do big activities with your friends? Like you can just catch up for coffee in between like lectures and things
He
like
doesn't
that.
drink coffee. Why am I answering for you?
You okay, you don't drink coffee. I don't know. What do you like to drink? Like tea? Soft drink?
I mean, I do like at uni and stuff. I do hang out with people there. Like,
Okay,
after
see?
class.
See, that's not
I
that
eat with
bad.
people, but like again, it's one of those things where, like uni. When I'm at uni, I have to do my assignments.
Oh yeah.
I don't have time to do other stuff like throughout the week
Yeah.
because I'm working and training, and that takes up a lot of my time and energy.
Well,
So-
I'm thinking something has to give, Gab. Like you can't have everything.
What? You hear that, Gab? As a 22-year-old, you
You
cannot
can't
have
have
everything.
everything. So something's gonna give. Maybe one of your cardio sessions needs to be shorter or cut out to make room for a friend
the thing
instead.
is, I'm on the marathon now, so I've got like a lot more time. Like, all
Yeah.
my Sundays and Thursdays are a lot easier now.
Yeah.
He did 42 Ks.
Yeah, no, I understand. Marathon training takes so much of your social life.
Yeah, Hazel does it as well.
But,
We've got
like,
2 marathon runners on the show.
Again, I also work like crazy hours and I still see my friends.
Yeah, that's where she was like, this is not an excuse.
That's not an excuse. Even
So,
my
you're still being
boyfriend
told
Jacob
that.
was like, he just listened to the episode just before, and I was like, "What did you think of listening to?" And he's like, "Oh, he's just disorganized."
That's what other people have said. Yeah.
Wow, love it.
Sorry to roast you. We're just old people spitting facts. For someone that's 22, everyone older than him is like a boomer.
Oh, yeah, that's true. I used emojis in front of him the other day, and he was like,
Do we
No.
not use emojis anymore?
apparently they don't.
Oh, that's something Gab needs to teach me about.
It was so funny. It was funny.
We'll get into it another time, Gab. But before you go, I wanted to ask you, did you put that feedback in there just to highlight that you're fit and to tell people that?
Oh, no. The
Do
thing
you not
is,
have
right,
enough
when I put it
cardio
in,
partners?
No, he's got plenty.
When I was typing it, I knew you were gonna say that. I knew you, Marion, were gonna say it.
What? I was going
It
to
was
ask.
mainly just, that you're just doing it to, you thought I was doing it, flex. I mean, it's like a benefit that I didn't really mean to have, Like, I didn't mean to have it as the reason why, like, I'm just super fit. It's now you're pointing it out. It is true. Like, if we
Now
want to
that
make that
you've
known to
said
the
it.
audience, I am extremely fit and physically amazing. So,
Well, okay.
Did you hear that, listeners? This man is extremely fit.
Child.
This child is extremely fit. And you want to join him for some cardio sessions?
Gab, do you want? We have a bit of we have a good following in the Asian descent category of people, and I know you do enjoy the Asian descent category. So if you
I
want,
want the opportunity.
Is Gab not Asian? Just to clarify.
no, I think he's
What's your background, Gab?
Mixed as fuck. I'm half South American, quarter Asian, quarter English.
Oh.
yeah.
But
yeah.
Interesting
everyone
mix.
just says I'm British because they just hear it in the
Yeah,
voice.
because that's
Because
literally
it
what a
sounds
British
like
person
Harry
would say.
Potter.
No, but the fact that he had to think about the percentages of
Oh
what
yeah,
what his
because he
background
has
is.
to be like, I'm not just British. I'm more
Yeah.
culturally
I'm
involved
going to
in
make it
that.
very clear. I'm not
Yeah.
just British.
No, I'm not just some pasty white man. No, fair enough, Gab. Did you want to plug yourself while you're here? I mean, you did say that you're fit. So, ladies,
Why should people date you?
I don't know. Okay. Why should you have cardio sessions with people?
Why? Because, I'm an honest person.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, I'll just tell you straight up what I'm trying to look for. I won't waste your time because, your time's very valuable. I've got the nice British accent. I'm young,
He's young.
Yeah, he's young.
For the
he's
older
dumb.
women out there.
All I see here is wins right now. Like,
Well-
these are only benefits. Like, there's no real issues with them, maybe a little bit of an ego problem. But that's about it.
Just a little bit of an ego problem.
You have a little bit of an ego problem. Is that what you said, Gab?
Yeah, he says he has a little bit of an ego problem.
Oh, yeah, but you get really taken back down to earth really easily.
As we're doing right now.
Yeah, right now.
Well,
Yeah,
I hope
like, and I work with you, Marion, so you humble me all the time.
I can see
sure
this.
do.
Well, I hope whoever signs up to be your cardio partner, you'll find time for them.
Yeah, obviously.
And maybe it'll be just one of your exercise sessions instead of going to the gym instead.
No, he's done his running, so that's it.
So Sundays
Yeah,
are
and he
free.
said he won't do his marathon again, so
Yes,
something's got to
Sundays are
fill that
free.
in.
So, 24 hours in that day.
Oh,
That's
Gab,
cool.
you're young. Enjoy life.
Enjoy your life, Gab.
That's why we're being like this, because we can no longer be like,
Yeah, so you got to take one for the team.
yeah, take one for the team. That's what we say here at work as well.
I am very happy we spoke, Gab.
I'm glad to, Hazel.
So I'll take my statement back. You're not a full red flag. You're just half a red flag now.
Are you going to take that, Gab? Are you
That
going to be
sounds
okay with that?
100%. No
Nice.
one's perfect,
Yeah, fair enough.
but I'm pretty close.
Oh, okay. All right.
On
Well,
that
you
note-
know what, Gab? Thank you for your time.
Thank you for
I think we'll cut it right there. That's perfect.
Thanks, Gab. Hope
See ya.
to hear from you again.
Thank
Bye.
you so much. guys.
Bye.
Have fun.
How did that feel?
That was good.
Yeah?
I liked
did
it.
give you clarity?
I mean, I already knew going into this a lot of
What?
things. I
That
just needed
he
to
was
know.
going to be young?
Yeah, that was going to be young.
Yeah.
So no, it didn't really give me that much information. I guess I took what he said very literally that he doesn't see any friends. But again, as he
Oh.
said, he goes to the gym with a friend usually.
Yeah.
He goes bouldering. Bouldering is a very social thing.
It really is.
Yeah.
You guys love it. I mean, the one near...
I feel like
I-
everyone in Melbourne loves it.
No.
Yeah. Well, not us,
just
but
because
like...
of Stick Man.
No, but it's like all my friends are into it. Asians love bouldering.
yeah. Asians do love bouldering.
But yes, also, Stick Man and his hipsters love it. So yeah.
Do you know why I think Asians love bouldering? Sorry, this
Why?
is like quite a tangent. Because it's not a team sport.
Yes,
and
going back to the first
yeah,
question,
it's
we're
not
not
a
team
team
players.
sports. We're not team players, but also it's kind of like every time you do it, it's like an exam. It's a test.
Yeah,
like,
it's a puzzle.
yeah, and it's a puzzle. You got to beat your best, and you
Yeah.
got to like your own team.
Yes.
And if you
But you
get an
can't
A
get help from
plus,
people because people kind of yell out to be like, what if you try this way?
which is fine.
Yeah.
but it's still you doing the action
That's
and
true.
getting to the top.
And then you feel so much more accomplished when you do it yourself. But yeah,
Yeah.
I think that's why you're right.
I do. I used to boulder a lot, so I'm like, oh, this is like an exam each time. Am I going to be better? It's like a way to show off as well. And Asians love showing off. No offense. Like,
Yeah, we are Asian.
Yeah, we are Asian. We love showing off. But yeah, thanks, Gab.
Thanks, Gab. That was fun.
Till next time.
Give us some more feedback.
Yes, hit us up at our Instagram, at our TikTok, at our email, at
And
our.
Spotify.
So last week, we had a fun little party that we had to go to. So our niece turned 1.
Yes, she turned 1.
I've never been to a 1-year-old's party unless
Oh.
it was mine, but I don't remember that.
I've been to a lot.
But where Philo
Yes.
is-
To our listeners that are not Australian, filler is Filipino.
Oh yeah, sorry. We're Philo.
Yes.
So half the baby is Philo.
Half the
and
baby.
half the baby is Greek.
Yes.
So it was a full-on ethnic party.
It was, a very ethnic party.
And it's probably one of the most ethnic I've been to, because I've been to a Greek party. Like my friend
Okay.
Mariah hosted a New Year's Eve
Yes.
at their place, and that was fantastic.
Yep.
A couple of years back. But I've been to plenty of Filipino parties,
Yep.
countless.
Yep.
So much I want to forget half of them. But I think there's a few things that are always present at
In
these
ethnic parties.
Yeah. So I thought we should list
Okay.
a few things each that we notice happens at these things.
I feel like we're going to have the same points.
Do you want me to start?
Tell me, yes.
Okay. You, Hazel, being pimped out by our auntie.
So the backstory is my extended family didn't know about Jacob.
Yeah.
And so I came to this party with my auntie thinking I'm still single.
Single lady.
And our older cousin Mart has a friend at the party who is also single.
Yeah.
So on the way out, my auntie was like, Hazel, before you go, I need to introduce you to Mart's friend. And I thought, oh, no, not again. Like, this has happened too often.
Too often. Hence why it's number 1 on my list. Did you have that on your list?
No.
See, I told you.
Like, I just black it out from my memory.
Yeah, we were literally at the door leaving, and like our auntie yells out your name, like yells it out.
She's 4'11" and she has the loudest voice.
Yeah. So she yells out your name, and we're like, oh, okay, what's up? And she was like, oh, I need to introduce you to Mart's friend. I need to introduce you to whatever his name is. And I knew you had a boyfriend. You have a boyfriend. So I kept my mouth shut.
And I
just kind of looked at you, waiting for you to look at me.
I guess Mart forgot to mention it to his mom.
Which is surprising because he says everything.
And I know you're listening, Mart.
Yeah. God, we really outed him, didn't we, as a mama's boy. So she comes out, running out of the house, calling you to meet this man that we've never seen, but like apparently saw you across the room.
I have no idea.
But also it's like, why? I think the real question is, why is it that Asian aunties think that an ethnic party is like an episode of The Bachelor?
I think
everyone gets a rose.
It must be how they met back in the days before apps.
Right.
So for example, my parents met at a party.
Oh, did they?
Yeah.
Okay.
And it was like, so my dad's neighbor threw a party.
Yeah.
And my mom went to uni with the neighbor.
Yeah.
So that's how they met.
Okay.
And so I think it's like the same thing. Like, oh, we're at a party, someone's single and this one's single.
Why don't they
talk to each other?
Get married and have kids.
Why don't they get married right now?
Yeah, basically. Follow-up question. If you were single,
would I have been keen?
Yeah.
No.
Oh, really?
Because I know who Mart is and I know who his friends are.
Oh my God. Okay, I think he needs to defend himself.
Maybe we'll invite him.
Yeah.
But and also it was just so like out of the blue.
It was.
It was like deer in headlights. Like, oh my God.
I mean, that's like all our parents' tactic is like.
It actually is.
Let me catch you when you're least expecting
when you're vulnerable.
Yeah. They go, wait. There's a boy here. And you must date him and you must marry him and you must have kids with him. Yeah, that was my first thing on the list. I really came out guns blazing, didn't I?
I mean, yeah, it's also because it's happened before. That's probably why. And also to me.
Yeah. And this is my favorite because it's the stupid amount of food.
Oh, I also have that. My number 1 point was food is the most important thing.
Yeah. I walked in and I was like, I was so happy. Like, not because it was even a party, just because of the amount of food.
If you listen back, if our listeners remember in episode 4 when I said Marion needs to be fed.
Yeah, I need to be fed.
This is it.
Yeah.
This is the party he needs to go to.
Yeah. Well, a version of it. It doesn't have to have this much food because this was like Greek food and Filipino food and even like Caucasian food. So it was like.
Yeah, true.
Not that was touch much, but.
You can really tell who the guests are. In
the
party. Based on the food choices.
The food choices, right? Like the spring rolls were gone. The
pastries
all the Greek pastries were gone.
Yes.
What was left was some
sandwiches.
charcoal chicken and some sandwiches.
And a salad.
But we did take them home. So there's always so much food.
That's true. Because I'm at my friend's engagement party. So she's half Greek, half Italian.
Yeah.
Best combination.
Yeah.
Her engagement party, the dessert, she had like 4 different flavors of cannoli, 3 different baklavas, and then like the actual food part was catered. But it was the same concept. Like,
yum.
Food was so important. And also all the aunties and all the grandmas there had to make sure that we're fed.
Oh my God.
Remember,
yeah.
So I think it's my cousin's wife's grandma.
Yeah.
So she noticed Vincent's plate was empty.
Yeah.
She comes up to Vincent like, eat some more. And Vincent's like, yes, I'm just having a break.
Yeah.
And then she was watching me finish my food and my plate was empty and Vincent hadn't moved either.
Yeah.
So she comes back to both of us. She's like, why are you not eating?
No, but then she was about to take your place because she thought you were done.
Yes. But
then we were like, no, we're just breathing.
And then she was happy.
Yeah. And then we kind of had like, okay, there was eyes on us, so we have to go up and eat again. And I mean, we wanted to, but it was like, it was no longer at our timeline. It was like at Yaya's timeline.
Thanks, Yaya. But yeah.
So, and there was a point where we were like, okay, let's start taking away food. And then our auntie was like, no, there's still more guests to come.
Yes.
And I was like,
but it was also funny when Vincent was like, why can't we just take it now? And you had to explain to him that if we take the food away, we have to leave.
You have to leave. Yeah. It's kind of like an exit strategy.
Yes.
It's not like you take it, put it aside. That's not on.
Yes.
You take it, you're out of there straight away. That's a tradition.
That is a tradition.
Yeah. So the moment someone starts packing food for themselves, you know they're out of there in like T-5 minutes. So yeah, I think I love the food. And again, if I had walked into that party and there was no food,
you know he'd be mad.
Yeah, low tolerance. Okay, next thing on my list is the aunties gossiping.
Oh my God, that was on my list too. Mine was like gossip.
The aunties gossiping in their native tongue. In this case, Tagalog.
Yeah.
While looking at us.
Yeah, not discreet at all.
Yes.
Like pointing straight at us.
Yeah. I was like, what is this?
Well, it was when Vincent and I were like whispering to each other, trying to pretend we knew what they were talking about.
Yeah.
So Vincent was like, I think my auntie pointed at Vincent first,
Yeah.
and he was saying something like, oh, that's my nephew's boyfriend. Yes, they're gay. Or like, she would have said, yes, they're bakla.
Oh my God. I love how you guys like kind of came up with their own dialogue for it.
We knew that she was talking about us, but she pointed at Vincent first. I'm like, she's definitely talking about how he's gay.
Yeah, there's definitely some homophobia.
Yeah, absolutely.
There. Not like it's homophobic, but it's just like the lack thereof.
And also because she was whispering about it. That's what it was.
It's like, it was so, because I knew they were, and I didn't want to look because when you feel the stare, when you feel people staring at you, it's there, right? Yeah. And like to our listeners, I'm sure like, you know, you've been to parties like this where your relatives are probably whispering about someone. And you kind of like can't tell them off that it's like super rude to do that. Like you can't do that at any other party but an ethnic party, right? Like if you did that at a corporate party, you would get called into HR. Like,
absolutely.
The next day. And it was her house as well. So we can't just be like, what's wrong with you?
I mean, I could. I was throwing some chaos in that party.
Yeah, you were. So that takes us to the next thing on the list.
Yes.
Someone is always throwing shade.
It was me. I was throwing shade.
You were throwing so much shade.
I actually have a similar, I don't know if it's the same point, but I was thinking of your train of thought for my point. But I definitely was, I don't even know if I was throwing shade. I was just being cheeky.
Yeah, but you said to one of it's hard to explain.
Another cousin's wife.
Yeah, another cousin's wife. Yeah, oh my God, who's going to understand that? Anyway, it was another cousin's wife who we know has had a nurse job.
Yes, and she's very open about it.
Yeah. So
no shade to her. Like, you know, everyone has nurse jobs.
And Hazel, the first thing she says to her, like across the room, she was like, I like your new nose.
No, I said your nose looks really natural.
Okay. That's even worse.
Right after Vincent whispered to me that it doesn't look natural.
But yeah, that was like, when you said that, I actually elbowed you a little.
Did you?
I did. Yeah, because I didn't go full on because she was looking at us, but I like
But she
nudged
liked
you.
it. She liked the attention.
Yeah, but then she's gonna like this the Filipino in her being like PR.
I didn't know. I didn't think. I felt she was very happy that I acknowledged her nose because she's open about it.
Okay, yeah,
she's very open about it. I was like, yeah, your nose looks really good. Looks very natural. And she's like, oh, thank you. Actually, which is my dot point on top of this, which is everything is for show.
Yes.
So that's why, like, she liked that it was acknowledged because it's for show.
Yeah, I mean that's a Filipino thing, isn't it?
Yes.
Everything is for show.
And then the second thing I said that was for show was when I told our auntie that birthday girl looks like her, and she loved it.
She loved it. She got off on it so much, and I was like, "Why did you say that?" Because that just like brought her ego up 100%.
The way she reacted was so fun. I needed to create entertainment for myself. So yes, I mean, in ethnic parties, everything is for show.
Yes.
So like, you know, everything's very curated and what they display and how they act and how they dress.
Yeah.
And that's what I don't know if I was throwing shade. I was just being cheeky. I just thought it's funny.
Yeah, I know. I understand. I understand that it's like it's a semi shade, like it's an umbrella.
Because also I believe that our auntie got thanked for hosting the birthday, and she loved it.
Yes. Oh my God, that was funny.
She loved the attention on her.
She did love it. She was like, "Oh yes, it's me," and I'm like, "This was Plan B, by the way."
But again, it's ethnic parties. You need to show to everyone
Yeah,
who you
it's
are
like
and what you can offer.
yeah, exactly. It's like, here's my huge house. Here's all the food. Here's my nice furniture.
I am the grandmother of the birthday
Yeah, I
girl.
am the grandmother of the birthday girl, and everyone's gonna know I'm the grandmother of the birthday girl. And if someone tells me she looks like me, everyone's gonna know.
Exactly. Of course she looks like me. I'm her grandmother.
Do you have anything else?
Oh, actually, I have a point. It didn't really come up at this party, but ethnic parties, some other parties, someone will always comment on the weight, but then force you to eat more.
Yes, I have seen that somewhere recently. And
Yeah, but it's very common in ethnic parties.
they'll say, "Oh wow, you're getting bigger," and then when you have like 2 things on your plate, they'll say, "Oh, why aren't you eating more?"
Don't you like the food?
Yeah. Oh my God, you can't please anyone.
No, so that was another thing I
Yeah.
just thought about.
Yeah.
And then obviously going back to the first one, being like, "Where's your boyfriend or your girlfriend? Why you're not married?" So
Yeah.
that's very common questions that get asked at ethnic parties.
Specifically you, because you've been single every now and then at gatherings, so they love to ask.
I think the
You.
timing of when I'm single is always towards a holiday
Yeah.
that we have to see the family.
Yeah, and then you're like, "Oh shit, now I have to go." Okay, yeah, nothing here.
Oh, like forget about the last one. That one's gone.
Oh yeah. Who?
Yeah. Which one was that one again? I don't know.
Oh, just another one. Oh, well, yeah. And also, I was saying that, like, to our listeners, next time you're at a party, ethnic, definitely
Yeah.
look around you, and you'll notice someone is whispering and looking at you, and maybe if you're in luck, pointing at you. All right, so I thought we would end this episode on one of our segments that nearly got us sued.
Yeah.
Which of this bops the boppiest?
Yes. Who are we talking about today?
Robyn.
Okay. Are we going to give any background on Robyn besides that she's a gay icon?
Oh yeah, she is a gay icon, but like she's a gay icon, I think, because of these 2 songs that we're about to pit against each other.
Are these gay anthems?
Yeah.
Oh,
yes.
I didn't know that. Okay.
I specifically chose them because they're gay anthems.
Okay.
You didn't know?
No.
Okay.
I just know she's a gay icon, but I didn't know these songs
Okay, so how do
specifically
you
were
know
gay.
that she's a gay icon?
Because I worked with a lot of gay people at my retail job.
And what did they say?
No, they used to always play Robyn.
Which one?
One of the songs we chose.
Yeah, okay.
But I've never heard of the other one until you said it to me.
Okay. I don't have much back. I mean, I do, but it's like I don't want anything getting redacted like what happened last night with Ariana Grande.
Yeah.
So I thought, okay, here's the 2 songs that
Yes.
we have gone through. Call Your Girlfriend
Yep.
and versus Dancing on My Own.
Would you like me to say what I said first?
Yes, because I think I already know which one you're going to say.
Oh, absolutely. Dancing on my own.
Boo.
I like listened to Call Your Girlfriend once. I'm like, not.
Really?
Dancing on my own is such a hit. It's just like.
Okay, it is a hit. They're both hits. And they're both gay anthems. And you might, yeah.
I can't imagine Call Your Girlfriend being a gay anthem.
So I went with Call Your Girlfriend.
Oh, that's so much slower.
But it's not. How is it slower?
I don't know. I just feel like Dancing on My Own is just such a good vibe.
Look, they're both good.
Okay.
But I think it's because I was very overexposed to Dancing on My Own that when I heard Call Your Girlfriend, I was like, oh my God.
Oh, okay.
But also for the gay community, it's kind of like falling for a straight boy. Not that I've ever done it, but it's common to fall for a straight boy. And from that perspective of Call Your Girlfriend, it's time you had a talk, give a reason, say it's not her fault, but you just met somebody new, right? So
that's controversial.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't think about it that way.
Again, both gay icons, but like for me, that whole song is wild in itself. Of like, oh my God,
I didn't interpret that way.
Yeah, and it was kind of, and it can go both ways as well, right? Like, let's say, you know, you fell for someone that's in a relationship, gay, straight, or whatever.
Yeah.
you're still gonna go call your girlfriend or call you whatever. It's time you had to talk.
That's
Give her
very
reasons.
taboo. I love it.
Say it's not her fault, but you just met somebody new.
Oh my God.
So the whole song is like literally being like, break up with her.
Break up with your girlfriend.
Yeah. But not because Robyn's bored. I don't think she says she's bored. I think she's just like, oh, I think you and I are meant to be together. So please just call your mate. And
I mean, her
tell
lyrics are really hectic. Even Dancing on My Own, like, I'm in the corner watching you kiss
yeah,
her.
it's all very...
I'm right over here. Why can't you see
Exactly.
me? Like, that's so creepy.
Yeah.
Which is why I chose that song.
Because it's creepy?
Because I'm an FBI agent.
Very good song. I do agree. It's
Yeah.
really good. For me, it's Call Your Girlfriend. But you said Dancing on My Own.
Okay, maybe because I have a bit of it's like the first Robyn song I heard, and it's also the one that was played a lot when I worked in retail.
Did you hear the Callum Scott version? Was that the one that was
No.
getting-
I heard
Oh,
the
thank
Robyn
God.
version.
Oh, good.
I
You were
knew
exposed.
so when Callum Scott's cover came out, I was like, oh, interesting that he's doing a cover of Robyn. So I knew the original.
Oh, good. I'm so proud of you.
No, thank you.
Yay.
Yay. Yay. So I'm with it. I understand. I knew Robyn's version before the Callum Scott version came out. But I remember like folding denim, listening to the lyrics of this song, and I'm like, this song's so weird, but it was so catchy.
It
and
is
I couldn't
catchy.
stop
That's
singing
why
it.
they're both really catchy. And then Dancing on My Own is a bit of a tragic song as well.
It
'cause
is
it's
a
like,
tragic. It's such a sad song.
It's such
but
a sad song.
But the lyrics are so creepy. I mean, also at the same time, I'm like, come on, Robyn, stop watching this man. Like, can't be the second choice. Like, just move on.
Yeah, but I think this is like, I think both of these songs like really just touched my young 20s life
Okay.
of like falling for someone that does either not like
I
you back.
definitely relate to that dancing on my own part. Yes.
And I mean, with Dancing on My Own, it's a club banger. It is like
Such a club banger.
It's a
Now it's
club
in my
banger,
head.
right? But the lyrics is depressing as hell.
Oh, absolutely. And that's what makes it good.
And that's what makes it good. But you know what ticked me off though when the Callum Scott version was really popular on the radio because it was so sad that they would add beats to it and a bit of drum in the background. And then I was thinking, why don't they just play
Robyn?
It's like, when they play Ed Sheeran songs, they add like a bit more beat.
Oh, like so they remix it.
Yeah, they remixed it. And I was
okay.
like, what's this?
Yeah.
Why not just play Robyn?
I don't know, but I've not heard anything. No shade to Callum Scott. I don't know anything else he's sang besides Dancing on My Own.
Yeah, he's also gay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I think gay icon.
Gay icons.
Yeah.
Well, there you go.
That's
Another one that we don't agree on.
I mean,
I
I don't think we'll ever agree on this, and that's what makes it fun.
Again, I didn't even need to listen to Call Your Girlfriend twice.
Okay,
I
we're
already
watching.
knew.
No, we're watching the music video now. All right.
Okay.
So you obviously loved that music video so much, didn't you?
It was all right.
Whatever. We're here to say thank you for listening,
Thanks for
everyone.
listening.
Again, thank you for listening. It is our 5th episode and our 3rd week really into doing this. So if you're still here after
We love you.
then we love you. We hope you stay forever. Call your girlfriend.
Or your boyfriend.
Or your boyfriend.
Or your
they. But if you love us, you'll give us some feedback. And ratings.
And ratings, please go on our Instagram. We do post on our stories. We love to hear or read some responses from Instagram. On Spotify, Marian always sets up a poll or a question.
I sure do.
I don't know how to do any of that, so please pop them in. And if we like your response, we'll invite you to come on our show.
So Hazel, what's our handle?
At Hazel and Marian.
Okay, I'll put it there. You can email us if you want at hazelandmarian.pod@gmail.com. But yeah, we'll see you next time.
See you next time. Bye.
Bye.